Minority, the ranking member, Mr. Scott from Virginia.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Andrus, excuse me. You indicated you had many recommendations to improve the E-Verify system. Does your organization support it if those recommendations are not achieved?
Do you mind repeating the question?
Does your organization support mandating E-Verify if we don't follow those recommendations and fix it first?
The system as it is something that we support, and recommendations to increase the accuracy and the efficacy of it would be something that the AGC would support.
Well, would you recommend mandating it for everybody? If we don't follow those recommendations, if we don't fix it first, would you still support the mandate? Well,
yes.
you're not under subpoena. You don't have to answer.
No.
Mr. Gavrilis, you indicated that small businesses aren't ready for this. What do they do now?
Thank you for the question. By and large, they don't actually use it. It has been the law in the state of Utah since 2010. The threshold for businesses initially was 15 or more employees. That threshold was increased in 2022 to 150 employees. And so by and large, in the state of Utah, most small businesses, which the home builders and subcontractors are by and large small businesses, are actually not using it. That being said, they're still prohibited by law from knowingly using undocumented workers.
So how do they verify whether people are documented or not?
I don't know.
Okay. Ms. Jenks, if you have a very strong system, did you suggest that people might be working, as they say, off the books?
It is entirely possible that some employers would still hire illegal aliens off the books, certainly. But if there's a mandate for E-Verify, that becomes much easier for law enforcement to target.
To target working under the books?
Exactly.
Okay. Ms. Hahn, can you say something about what happened in Arizona?
Yes. So Arizona was one of the first states to enact a statewide E-Verify mandate. And what we saw is that after 5 years of that law going into effect, only a third of employers had started to use it. But more broadly, the issue is that it pushes workers off of payrolls and into the informal economy. And then that has knock-on effects, right? Because it's not just that they're no longer on the payroll, it's that the taxes aren't being paid on those payrolls. And so specifically, what they found in Arizona that was so interesting was that they documented that the state income tax collection had dropped by 13%, but the sales tax collection only fell by 2.5%. And so what that indicated to the researchers was that the workers were still there and they were still working and spending money, but they were no longer paying income taxes.
Ms. Hahn, do we know what the error rate is on E-Verify?
We have 2009 data on the error rate. It is, I think, not the current error rate, but we don't have publicly available current data on the error rate. At the time, what the 2009 data said that the overall error rate for what are called tentative non-confirmations, which is the initial check that the system conducts, were 0.3%. It sounds low until you start thinking about that's 200,000 people in the country.
I mean, that means false positives?
Those are people who, yes, are, well, people mean different things by false positives. So just to be clear, those are people who are authorized to work, and the system is saying they are not.
0.3%.
Yes.
Okay, does anybody have different numbers? Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.